Today, it's still morning. Good morning. How everyone doing this morning? I have a speech for today. I understand we experience another shutdown. In about 10 days from now. We got through it before, and we will get through it this time. So there are guidelines that we have to follow. So there are many issues, I want to speak with you all about today. The government shutdown, Alabama new map, gate order, and restore abortion legal. So now Congress appear, you know, uh, to be on track to trigger a government, shutdown on October the 1st because it is not expected to pass the 12 appropriation bills. That funds government operation before start of the new fiscal year. You know, so um, so we're talking about the shutdown first. The federal agency cannot spend abrogate any money without appropriation or other approval from Congress. So when Congress fails to enact the 12th annual appropriation bill, federal agency must see all non-necessary functional until Congress act. This is known as a government shutdown, and that's how it become to be a shutdown. That uh, we still will see how we will figure this out, and if I can, I will come through. Um, so let's talk about Alabama new map. I know I talked to it once before. Federal judges had blocked Alabama new Congress map. Now they have to redraw a new map and create a second district. So we are losing black power in C. And without being on a map, or in a district, they won't be able to vote. And we need everyone, to come out and vote for 2024. So 2024, we need all race, to come out and vote. We need this to be done before the end of this year. So we need them to create a new map and redraw a new map and create a second district. So everyone will be able to vote for next year. Any information that needs to be updated, I advise everyone to update your information so you can be ready to vote for next year. Because we need every vote will count. So all African Americans have equal rights, to vote. So they have to be on a map. They have to be in a district in order to vote. If they're not on a map, if they're not in a district, they won't be able to vote. So I request to have a redraw a new map and create a district. So they'll be able, to vote for next year. Also request that Congress pass this bill. Um, so let's talk about gay order. From the First Amendment. It cannot be used to talk about case, to the public, especially secret legal information. So I request a gay order to remain. Legal secret information should not be spoken to the public. So we need that to remain to follow through. So let's talk about restore abortion. I talked about that also. I think I just talked about that the other day. So let's talk about restoring the abortions. So safe and legal abortion is a woman human rights. A woman body. A woman choice. So now certain states, have these procedures done. It's legal. And some of the women's gone across, other states to have this procedure done. So I'm trying to have abortion to be legal so these women won't have to be traveling all over the world to try to get this procedure done. So, um, certain states, had a procedure done legal, and we have women is traveling all over to get this procedure done. So I'm trying to fix it where they can get the procedure done in their own state. So they have banned the abortion. They banned abortion. Women rights, legal abortion, access health care that go along with the abortion. So when abortion become legal, they need access to health care. So without abortion, you know, this would be life threatening. You know, and since 1973 is when they discriminate. Saying abortion is a crime. you know. So I request, for traveling, for these women to remain, to have this procedure done. If they don't have it in their state, I request for it to be legal for them to travel all over and get this procedure done. So I request to lift to legal abortion, all across the nation. Unban to abortion, access health care, you know. So it's the end of my speech. It's all that I have for you today. We will get through it. We will get through it. With good communication. I understand everything seems out of control right now, but we will work together, and it can be done. So we talk about the government shutdown. Will happen like in 10 more days from now. So we have to figure out how we're gonna get through this shutdown. And it's like I said, if I can, I will follow through on this shutdown. So we also talk about Alabama new map. You know, they have to redraw a new map, and they have to recreate create a second district. In order for them to vote, and they're losing black power in seats in Alabama. So help the African American with their voice. They're their voice, but they losing. We losing. You using black power in seats to help. They're the voice to help these African Americans to have a voice to vote. So we also talk about gay order. That's with the First Amendment. We cannot use the First Amendment for speaking on legal secret information. We're trying to make that a policy to follow through. So we also talk about restore abortion, make it legal, because these women in certain states is legal, and these women is traveling all over trying to have this procedure done. You know, and they should be doing it in their own state. So I'm trying to restore the abortion, have it legal, because without this abortion, these women have complications. It's life threatening, because a lot of the time the babies dissolve in them. They still have to carry that baby for 9 months. And the doctor cannot take it out until her 9 months is up, and that's totally unfair that a woman got to go through this here because they banned the abortion. So I have requested unban the abortion. Restore the abortion for these women to have this procedure done. So they can have it done in their own state. Also have them have access to health care. So that's all the speech I have for y'all on today. I'll probably talk to you later on about the impeachment. And so I see y'all on the next video. Have a blessed and safe day.